So, I know this looks a little different than my normal gijinka videos, but I have an explanation. But first, hi, I'm Sky, and welcome back to another video. I'm continuing my eeveelution's gijinka series, and today's eeveelution is Vaporeon. Now, like I said, I know the angle is new, and it is because I decided to not use the footage I originally filmed. I was trying to film with a new setup that was a little more comfortable for me since I would draw with my camera like this, and yeah, you can see that it is not very comfortable. As I make more videos and try out new things, this is bound to happen, so we persist and we keep continuing with what we have. On to the Vaporeon gijinka design. Her design actually came really easily to me. The couple days before I even started drawing her, I already had a really clear idea in my head with what I wanted her to look like. So when it came to the first initial sketch, I kind of already knew what I wanted. So let's go on to actually drawing her. When it came to her body type, I said before that I wanted her to be tall, but I also wanted her to be skinny. But I had the idea of making her a part-time mermaid, so I gave her some thicker thighs since in real life, swimmers actually have muscle on their thighs because, when you swim, you use your legs. With this project, I really want to push myself in working with body types I don't normally work with, because when I draw, I tend to always draw my own body shape. So trying to push myself to really work with other body types is really improving my skills, and I am just really happy with it, and I can't wait to see what other body types I choose for all of the other eeveelutions. So now on to her actual design. I already knew that I wanted to give her a fishtail braid because kind of obvious with her being a water type Pokemon, but also it was a good representation of her tail, and I also kind of pushed that representation of it being her tail a little bit more with having the end of the braid being the shape of Vaporeon's tail. And then when it came to like her eyelashes, I also had a lot of fun making them kind of really big, and I also gave them the shape of Vaporeon's ears. And it is honestly probably one of my favorite parts of her design because I thought I was really smart with it and I really like how it came out. Now onto her outfit, which came really easy to me. I ended up giving her a long flowy blouse that at the end of the sleeves it is just like ridiculously flowy to kind of add to the elegant vibe that I am going for. Then I actually gave her kind of like a bikini top to go under her blouse since I had the idea of making her blouse sheer enough to where you could actually see through it. Her pants were inspired by these pants I actually found off of Pinterest, where at the end of the pant leg there was some lace or some type of flowy fabric that would give the pants a really interesting shape. So I actually used this idea, and then I actually went in onto her design and I turned that fabric / lace onto her pants and I made it Vaporeon's ear shapes, and then I simply gave her some heels again to add to the tallness aspect I'm trying to go for. On her pants, I actually gave her like a fishing net belt. I basically took a fisher's net and wrapped it around her waist, and I thought it added to the mermaid core vibe that I was going for. And then I just kind of added some pearls onto it just to kind of add a little bit more to it. I just really liked how the design was coming out. So her design was basically finished at this point, but in my other videos I actually would do a full spread in the sketchbook of the full design, but when it came to that first initial design, since I had such a strong image in my head, I kind of didn't feel like I needed any more sketching. So I actually decided to just have some fun and actually sketch out what her mermaid costume would look like. I kept her fishtail braid, her bikini top, and also the fisher's net belt on her design, so it kind of basically looks like she got to work, took off her blouse, put on her tail and jumped in the water. So some fun things I added was actually I decided to give her a crown to kind of look more of a mermaid. And on the crown, I gave it some Vaporeon ear shapes that come out of the side and also on the top of the crown. And then to kind of connect these pieces, I made it the shape of her frill. And it was just a really simple thing to do. Sadly, I did not actually get to finalize this part of her design, but I am still really happy with the sketches that I did. And maybe I would actually come back one day and draw a final pass on it. Take a nice sip of tea. God, tea's so good. Now for the final draft. I actually didn't change that much from her original first pass, which was really surprising because when it came to Flareon's design and Eevee's design, I felt like there was a lot of work from the first initial passes to the final passes. And so when it came to Vaporeon, I was just really surprised because it didn't take as much, I guess. So maybe this is a sign I'm getting better at character design. Maybe not. Who knows? But I actually turned her blouse into being more see-through, and rendering that was actually really fun to do, even though it was actually super simple to do. I ended up changing the color of her bikini top to be blue instead of the purple because I kind of felt like that there was too much purple in her initial design and I wanted there to be more blue. So I ended up changing it to be more blue, and then I actually was trying to use the yellow and purple to be more of an accent color. And then on her bikini top, in the middle of it, I also just added a water stone to the middle of it, just to kind of give it a little bit more so it's not as boring. Her pants, I felt, were a little bit too... her pants, I felt like didn't have much going on besides like just being yellow. So I actually decided to go into Clip Studio Paint's texture catalog. I was looking through it and I found a really fun design that actually looked like scales to me. And so I took that and I kind of put it on the pants and it gave it a fun shape. Then I tried to add some like highlight to it, gave it a little bit of orange to kind of give the pants more depth. The pants actually came out pretty cute. I kind of wanted to make them shiny because she really likes fashion, and when I tend to see people who like fashion stuff, especially like how I wanted to portray her, they definitely have some shiny pants inside of their wardrobes. So that was really fun to do. I actually made her net belt actually be a net that she just kind of found, and she took it and she tied it around her waist to kind of be a statement piece. And I thought just kind of lore wise with her is that maybe she really loves her job of being a part-time mermaid. She's very proud to be it, and she loves it so much that she actually took the net off of her costume and she decided to add it to her wardrobe, have it be on her actual outfits that she would wear day to day. The last thing I did to her design was I actually added an ear cuff to her ear to kind of again give more Vaporeon ear shapes, more on the top of the design. Then I actually gave her some little sparkle on her cheeks to kind of give more mermaid core. I would definitely call it done. This video might actually be a little bit shorter than my other design ones, but it was because this design came really easy to me, and I'm really proud of how it came out, and I hope you like it too. So that's 3 done and 6 more to go. And I am now a third of the way done with this challenge, and I'm having so much fun with it. I am having a lot of fun experimenting with each one, but I am also having a lot of fun practicing my digital art skills, since before I never really would work digitally. I like to work traditionally, but I really like that it is pushing me to kind of practice my rendering style, and just I have not really done that in the past, and I am just having a lot of fun doing this project. And to kind of also push my digital art skills more, I am now like constantly looking at other YouTubers' videos on how they render or how they do their digital. I am also wanting to kind of experiment with a illustration rendering style, so I thought it would be a fun side project for me to do, to actually take each eeveelution that I make and kind of have her interacting with Eevee and kind of being like a big sister moment, since my initial idea was that each eeveelution to Eevee is kind of like her big sister, so maybe like a really big family and they all just came out to be girls, because I am planning to make each one a girl, since that is what I'm mostly comfortable with creating. Who knows, I might even do some boy designs after I finish the project, just as kind of another exercise, but I am not quite sure if I will do actual videos about it. Maybe I'll do like one video, or who knows. But with this project, I am also learning on how I want to film, and how just I want to try new things as well, like new angles with how I want to create my art, maybe just trying new things. It's just really fun to see like my growth kind of with how I want to do stuff for my channel, and it's just really fun. I really think this challenge is just pushing me in different ways. Yeah, I'm just loving with how everything within this challenge is pushing me, not only with art, but it is also pushing me with how I want to create and edit videos for my channel. I think I really needed this push. I am just really happy with how everything is coming out. So thank you for joining me for another gijinka video, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I am also like so close to having 100 subscribers. If you want to help me get to it, you can show some support by subscribing. You can leave a like or even share my channel. If you subscribe, you'll be able to see all the rest of my other eeveelutions as they come out. I am trying to stay with a consistent schedule of coming out with a video every Friday or Saturday, kind of leaning towards the Saturday. I would like to do Friday, but it just depends on what goes on within my week. Yeah, so I hope you have a good rest of your week, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!